Hello, everybody. It is me, Halle Edra, living the life. Today, I am redoing my storytelling practice delivery thingy assignment because, I think I was filming it in my car, and I think I had my phone plugged up, which is probably why you couldn't hear anything. Here with the fam, they're in the background. Get in there. Yeah, that's my crap. That's my best friend, and that's my sister, and my mom's over there, but she doesn't want to be in the video. I'm here. I got my glasses back, so I'm truly can present myself. So today I will be retelling the story of Mr. KFC. So I'm not going to say any names of people or organizations so I don't get sued. So, let's see if I can set my phone there. Okay, so I've had 3 jobs in my life thus far, or like jobs in my life. And the second job I had at a fast food restaurant that will not be named, and I was working there. It was about my second week at the job, and first or second week, and at this job, we would make the drinks, and while we were taking the order. So I was taking this order for this older gentleman. He was in his, I want to say maybe, let's be generous, mid-60s. He had white hair, kind of balding, and he had like a red vest on, which is where the name Mr. KFC comes from. He doesn't deserve the title of Colonel Sanders. We will get to that in a second. But I did not this was a mistake on my part, but I did not realize that when we were making the drinks, we could not scoop the ice with the cup. So I scooped the ice with the cup. Mind you, my hands were clean. My hands didn't touch the ice, and the cup is clean, so it's not like bad. But like, we weren't supposed to. We were supposed to use an ice scoop. So without thinking about it, I'm like kind of grab the cup, making the drink, or scoop the ice, and he looks at me and he's like, "Are you supposed to scoop the ice with the cup?" And I was like, his mood completely shifted to being from like a jolly, or not jolly, like an okay temperament at the time, man, to like, and I was like, I don't know, because other people were doing it, so I wasn't about to throw everyone under the bus and be like, oh, I watched my other coworkers do it. So I was like, I don't, maybe, not necessarily, it's not necessarily a bad thing, because again, in my brain, the cup is clean, my hands are clean, and basically, he went, well, what if I called your manager over here and called the health department? And I was like, no. I didn't know what to do because I've never had anyone threaten to call the health department on me. And I looked at him, I was like, do you want me to make you a new drink? He was like, no, it's fine. So I was like, sorry, I can like redo the order, or like I won't use the cup again or whatever. I said, this has been a long time ago. And he was like, ah ha ha. And he was like, see, the customer's always right. And I wanted to vomit, but whatever. Well, literally vomit because I was nervous, and also vomit, just angry, mad at this. So that was that, and I was hoping I would never have to deal with this man again. He came back. It was about, everyone got really quiet back there. I was like, whoa, I love you. Yeah. Anyways, like 2 weeks go by, and it's a very busy Friday, Saturday night, and there's a line of people. This was before COVID happened, so we could have people in the store. But, so there's kind of like, I think 4 or 5 of us at the register taking orders. I'm on one side that's closest to the lobby, and this other girl on the other end of the register, one of my coworkers taking an order. I look over and I notice she's taking his order, and I was like, oh no, it's that guy. Because whenever somebody looks at you angrily and says they're going to call the health department on you, you remember that. So I looked over there and I was like, oh no, it's that guy, but whatever, it should be fine. So later on, I look over and she's standing there like, and one of my managers is scooping all of the ice out of the bin into a bucket, and the customer, Mr. KFC, is standing there very mad. And I was like, oh no, I know this is not a good situation. So later on, I think I had to like go make a milkshake or something. So I like walked over to where she was, and I kind of like gave her like a pat on the shoulder or whatever. I was like, hey, I've dealt with this customer before, whatever, everything is gonna be okay. And then we like, I don't know, shared a chuckle or something. Keep that in mind. It's sin. Anyways, so later on, one of my managers who's like, she was handing out the food, she's like, Hallie, call this order out. And I was like, we'll call him James. Dine in for James? And of course, it's him. It's Mr. KFC. And he looks at me, he gets his food. You think this is funny? What? I'm gonna remember this. And I was very mad. One of my managers was standing there and he had to hold me back. I was angry. I was about to go at that man. Because I don't respect your elders. Respect your teenage. I think I was 17 or 18 at the time. Respect the teenagers giving you your food, who's working minimum wage, my guy. Anyways, so I was very mad. But I go back to working, because, like, busy night, whatever. And so basically, the manager who just held me back, we'll call him Steve. Yeah, his name is Steve. We'll call him Steve. Well, it's not actually Steve. But anyway, his name is Steve now. So he went to go talk to Mr. KFC, which I didn't realize because busy night. And essentially, Mr. KFC cussed out poor Steve, who I think I was 18 at the time, so Steve was like 17. This poor 17-year-old little boy cussed him out. Steve told him to stop because it was like a Christian organization, and there was like a table with like a family behind him. And then Mr. KFC stormed out. So later on, me, the other my main manager, and Steve called me and the other coworker who was there with the ice bucket. They called us to the back to like talk about what happened, and I was like, okay. And then my main manager was like, so there was a customer who had complaints about the health and safety violations, which is obviously important, but also there were problems with the two of you laughing at him. And I was like, bruh. So I was honest, and I looked at my manager. I was like, look, I've dealt with this customer before, and like I went and like tapped her and gave her emotional support like a good coworker should do. And I guess we might have laughed, and like I'll go apologize to this man if he wants. And then Steve tells me that he stormed out of the store, whatever. And so basically, all that happened, and then my main manager was like, all right, Hallie, Steve, y'all are good to go back. I'm going to talk with the other girl to, I guess, figure out what happened. So what I assumed happened originally is that I was like, oh no, because at this point, we had all stopped scooping it with cups and started scooping it with scoops. So what I assumed originally was that she had simply done what I did and scooped with a cup. No. So what had happened was she was using the ice scoop, and the ice scoop fell into the ice bin, and she grabbed it with her hands. Even though the scoop is always in the ice bin, and we always grab the scoop with our hands. Like, maybe it was in a different part of the ice bin, but there's ice all in the bin. Does he think we levitate it to our hands and psychically bring it to us? I don't know. But it gets, and I was very angry. I was very angry because he really none of that needed to happen. Because, like, literally, she did not do anything wrong. So later on, he was very angry at our store and made, like, an angry Facebook post about it or something. And so we blocked him on like social media and stuff. And allegedly he still continued to come through the drive-thru. I think he was just one of those grumpy old men who had, for some reason, his favorite pastime was just harassing me like a real gamer. Actually, no, real gamers don't harass me. Tips. But that was that. And that is the story of probably one of my worst customer experiences working fast food, Mr. KFC. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.